Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the in-text questions and main questions of the chapter The Last Lesson, whose author is Alphonse Daudet. If you want the explanation of the chapter, go to my channel. I have uploaded it earlier. Now come to page number 7, starting with Think as you read question. Question number 1 is, what was France expected to be prepared with for the school that day? Question number 2, what did France notice that was unusual about the school that day? Third, what had been put up on the bulletin board? Answer, France was expected to be prepared with the topic participles. Participles is a topic of grammar. That day for Mr. Hamel, his French teacher, their teacher was to question them on this topic. France had not learned his lesson and feared scolding from him. Answer of question number 2. When Franz reached school, there was no great bustle which he could otherwise hear out in the street. No sound of opening or closing of desk could be heard. It seemed as quiet as Sunday morning. There were no lessons being repeated in unison. Unison means in unity. Not the tapping of the ruler of the teacher on the table could be heard. Answer number third. Since the last 2 years, the bulletin board had news of lost battles, the drafts, and the order of the commanding officers. That day, a notice was put up stating orders from Berlin to teach only Germany in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. Students, now come to page number 8. Think as you read question. Question number 1. What changes did the order from Berlin cause in the school that day? Question number 2. How did France's feelings about M. Hamel and school change? Answer number 4. On that day, the teacher wore that clothes that he used to wear generally on inspection days or prize distribution days. The village people were also seated on the back benches, which were always empty. The whole school was strange and in solemn. That was the last French lesson, as German was to be taught from the next day onwards. These were the changes that the Berlin caused in the school from that day. Answer number 5. After acknowledging the fact that German would be taught in his school and that it was the last French lesson, he felt sorry for not learning French lessons, as German was to be taught from the next day onwards. His books seemed to be his old friends. He also forgot all about M. Hammel's bad temper and his ruler. These were the France's feelings about M. Hamel and school, which changed on the last day of teaching the last lesson. Now, write down the notes with me of this chapter, which will help you in a quick revision before exams. So let's start. The background of the lesson is Franco-Prussian War, in which France was defeated and two districts of France, that is Alsace and Lorraine, came under Berlin. France, the protagonist, was late for school and he wanted to enjoy nature and be outdoors, but he resisted. A huge crowd had assembled in front of the town hall, where there was bulletin board and all bad news came on it, but France didn't stop thinking there must be another bad news. Although the blacksmith passed a sarcastic comment, still Franz ignored him and hurried off to school. Franz had relied upon the commotion to enter the class, namely, great bustles, lessons repeating in unison, opening and closing of desks, and Hemmel's iron ruler rapping on the table. Such noises reached the streets. But the atmosphere of the school was quiet in contrast to the casual days. Franz noticed the following changes. Underline this as an important point as the question can be asked what, what changes Franz noticed that day. The changes that Franz noticed that day are all his classmates were sitting on their respective seats. M. Hemmel was moving to and fro. The tone of M. Hemmel was polite, and that day he didn't scold Franz for coming late. उस दिन एम हेमल ने फ्रांस को लेट आने के लिए डांटा भी नहीं. एम हेमल वॉज वियरिंग ग्रीन कोट, फ्रिल्ड शर्ट एंड ब्लैक कैप. तो एम हेमल जो थे उन्होंने ग्रीन कलर का कोट पहना था और एक फ्रिल्ड शर्ट, मतलब जो उठी उठी हुई सी शर्ट होती हैं उसे कहते हैं, एंड अ ब्लैक silk embroidered cap. These clothes he was used to wear only on inspection and prize days. Villagers like Old Hauser, former mayor, formed postmaster, and many more were sitting on the back benches, which were usually empty, which surprised him the most. गांव के कुछ बूढ़े लोग जैसे कि हाउजर, फॉर्मर मेयर और पोस्टमास्टर और काफ़ी सारे लोग क्लास के पीछे वाले बेंचों पर बैठे थे जो कि अधिकतर खाली होते थे. Hemmel announced that it was the last French lesson of the French class and next day German teacher would come. This was a thunderclap for France. इस बात को सुन के फ्रांस खुश हो गया जब उसके टीचर ने अनाउंस किया कि ये उनका लास्ट फ्रेंच लेसन है और कल से वो जर्मन पढ़ेंगे. Franz was regretful and felt his books, grammar and history, which he didn't want to leave, and even forgot strictness about M. Himmel. फ्रांस को काफ़ी रिग्रेट हुआ और उसे लगा कि जो उसकी बुक्स थी जैसे ग्रामर, हिस्ट्री, अब उन्हें वो नहीं छोड़ना चाहता था और उसे काफ़ी बुरा लगा एम हेमल की स्ट्रिक्टनेस के बारे में भी कि उसने जब टीचर ने डांटा कि पढ़ लो तब उसने बुरा माना और नहीं पढ़ा. M. Hemmel was unable, but he made everyone realize how their neglect of language has given Prussians authorities from Berlin a chance to mock them for being Frenchmen and not knowing their language. तो एम हेमल जो थे वो सबको ये रियलाइज़ करवा रहे थे कि उन्होंने अपनी लैंग्वेज को जिस तरह इग्नोर किया तो उन्होंने बर्लिन की अथॉरिटी को एक मौका दे दिया कि जो फ्रेंचमैन थे वो अपनी ही लैंग्वेज को नहीं जानते थे और अब वो उन्हें जर्मन सिखाएंगे. फ्रेंचमैन होके भी वो अपनी लैंग्वेज को नहीं जानते थे. ये एक बहुत बड़ा रियलाइजेशन जो था वो एम हेमल ने सभी लोगों को करवाया जो वहाँ क्लास में उस टाइम पे बैठे थे. एम हेमल देन टोल्ड चिल्ड्रन हाउ पेरेंट्स वांटेड देयर चिल्ड्रन टू लर्न एट मिल्स और फार्म्स एंड वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर नेग्लेक्ट ऑफ लैंग्वेज. एम हेमल ने बच्चों को बताया कि कैसे उनके पेरेंट्स जो थे वो चाहते ही नहीं थे कि उनको पढ़ाएं. वो उन्हें फार्म्स में या फैक्ट्रीज़ में काम करने के लिए भेजते थे और अपनी लैंग्वेज की तरफ उन्होंने ध्यान भी नहीं दिया कि उनके बच्चे उनकी लैंग्वेज सीखें. He then blamed himself too, as he used to give them off if he wanted to go for fishing or used to send children to water his plants. उसके बाद एम हेम ने खुद को भी ब्लेम करा और कहा कि मैं भी कोई कम नहीं था, मैंने भी जब चाहा तुम्हें छुट्टी दे दी और फिशिंग के लिए चला जाता था और चिल्ड्रन तुम्हें मैं पानी भरने के लिए भी प्लांट्स के लिए भेज देता था. He told that French was the most beautiful language, clearest and logical, and needs to be protected as It would act as a key to their imprisonment of slavery. That day, MML had brought notebooks for everyone, and on each was written France Alsace, France Alsace, which brought out the patriotic feelings. उस दिन MML उनके लिए नोटबुक्स लाए थे जिनके ऊपर फ्रांस एल्सेस लिखा था, जो कि सभी के अंदर पैट्रियोटिक फीलिंग्स यानी देशभक्ति की फीलिंग्स ले आए थे. 15th, द होल एटमॉस्फेयर वॉज सोलेमन. काफ़ी मतलब जो सारा आसपास का एटमॉस्फेयर था वो शांत था. टू सच एन एक्सटेंट दैट betless when flew in a way no one noticed, and quietly everyone did their writing work. Even pigeons cooed low, which made France wonder if Germans would make them coo in German. बाहर जो पिजन्स बैठे कू कू कर रहे थे वो भी काफ़ी धीरे आवाज़ में कू कू कर रहे थे, जिससे फ्रांस एक छोटा बच्चा था तो उसने अपनी इमेजिनेशन से सोचा कि क्या अब ये जो जर्मन लोग हैं वो इन पिजन्स को भी जर्मन में बोलना सिखाएंगे. M. Hamel gazed at each corner of the classroom as if he wanted to memorize each thing. जैसे कि वो मैम हेमल का आखिरी दिन था तो एम हेमल क्लास की हर एक चीज़ को गौर फरमा के देख रहे थे कि वो चीज़ उन्हें वो याद रहे. उन्होंने 40 साल उस क्लास में बिताए तो वो सारी चीज़ें वो याद रखना चाहते थे अपनी लाइफ भर अपने साथ. At 12, the church clock struck the sound of angel bells come and Prussians blew trumpets. This marked the end of the last lesson. और इसके साथ ही हमारा लास्ट लेसन जो था वो ख़त्म हुआ. M. Hamel, being too much sentimental, wrote Vive la France, meaning long live France. जो M. Hamel था वो काफ़ी इमोशनल हो गए थे और उन्होंने बोर्ड पर लिखा अपनी सारी स्ट्रेंथ को गेन करके वाइव ला फ्रांस, मतलब फ्रांस अमर रहे.